mo na ba yung DepEd Memorandum number 89, series of 2025 na ibinaba noong October 1? Nakita mo ba doon sa memorandum na yon kung ano yung professional level mo? At anong COT ang gagamitin sa'yo kapag ikaw ay na-observe ni rater? At kung ilan ang COT na meron ka hanggang 2028. At kung ano yung mga indicators na dapat may papakita mo sa classroom teaching observation mo. Kung hindi mo alam, hindi mo pa nababasa at naaaral ang memorandum na yan, panoorin mo lang ang video ito dahil i-review ko po ang DepEd Memorandum number 89, series of 2025. Tara, samahan mo akong panoorin ang video ito. Good day everyone, welcome back to Sir Fox Learning Channel. For today's video ay i-review po natin itong DepEd Memorandum number 89, series 2025 na ibinaba noong October 1 ngayong taon 2025 na may memorandum title na Guidelines on the Multi-Year Performance Management and Evaluation System for Teachers from School Year 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. So, 3 years. So, for 3 years, ito po yung magiging guidelines para sa performance management evaluation ng mga teachers. So, i-review po natin ito. Sabi kasi nung ating CEO ay yung classroom observable indicators sa kanyang classroom observation ay dapat siyam na indicators ang maipakita. So, i-double check po natin dito kung siyam nga bang indicators yung dapat maipakita. Umpisa po natin. Sabi po dyan, to ensure a strengthened and continuous teacher performance management and evaluation aligned with the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers or PPST of the Department of Education. Issues the enclosed guidelines on the multi-year performance, management, and evaluation for teachers from school years 2025 hanggang 2028. So, sabi dyan, itong memorandum establishes a comprehensive guidelines for assessing and improving teacher performance over the school year. All right. So, this memorandum covers all teachers in public elementary secondary schools as well as community learning centers, including alternative learning system, madrasa, special needs education, special science teachers, and it serves as guide for the raters, approving authorities, and other stakeholders in managing and evaluating teachers' performance pursuant to PPST. All right. And of course, signed by the secretary, DepEd secretary. So, basahin po muna natin yung rationale. The Department of Education has continuously enhanced the teacher performance management system to ensure alignment with the organizational goals and improve teaching and learning outcomes through DepEd Memorandum number 8. Ayan. So, yung mga iba't ibang memorandum. This is sa number 5. Sabi po dyan, the multi-year PMES aims to establish streamlined teachers' performance assessment process and requires while maintaining consistently objective. All right. Na yan. These guidelines, scope and coverage. This guideline applies to all public school teachers, teacher 1 to 7, master teacher 1 to 5, including teachers sub-ALS, madrasa programs, special need, SNED, and SS, Special Science Education Program. So ito po yung framework. The performance cycle of teachers shall follow the PMS cycle anchored to the strategic performance management system for government agencies mandated to Civil Service Commission. Okay. So ito po yung framework. Magsisimula syempre sa planning. Andyan with the corresponding activities, schedule, tools, and person involved. Sa planning, performance planning and commitment, professional standards and competencies alignment, self-assessment, performance monitoring, and coaching planning. Ang schedule within 1 month prior to 1 month after official opening of class. So, kung June nag-start, July dapat. So, ito rin yung basis for IPCRF. Dapat itong cycle na to is ginagawa na dapat. Tools, ayan, IPCRF, self-assessment tool, IPCRF first. Part 5, developmental plan, ayan, instructional supervision plan. So that is part 1 sa cycle, performance management evaluation cycle for teachers. Ano yung part 2? So, manonotice niyo may mga arrows po dito, yan. Cycle nga. May TA po dito, TA's, technical assistance, and then merong learning and development. Cycle 2, performance monitoring and coaching. So, ano yung mga activities? First full period classroom observation. Schedule, first and second quarter. Second full period classroom observation, dun sa either third or fourth quarter. Regular coaching and monitoring session. Tools Classroom Observation Tool, COT. Performance monitoring and coaching form. And then, sino involved? Si Rati and Rater. Mayroong ulit technical assistance na magaganap. May learning and development. Sa cycle 3, performance review and evaluation. Yung mid-year review. So, magkakaroon na dito ng mid-year review after 5 months. So, yung mid ng school year. Basically, 10 months kasi. So, yung mid, 5 months. Activities, yan yan, mid-year review. Schedule after the opening of classes. Year-end performance review and evaluation after the last day of classes and before the first day of classes of the succeeding school year. Tools, IPCRF and PMCF. Sino ang involved? Si Rati and Rater. So, dapat magkaroon ng, magkapagsagawa ng performance review, mid-year review. Si Rater kay Ratis, and then approving authorities. Cycle number 4, performance rewarding and development plan. So, ano yung activity dito? Siyempre, development and of individual development plans. Schedule after the last day of classes. Tool, ITSRF, involved ratees and rater. Diba? Sana sinasagawa to. So, sabi po dyan, all teachers, including us, teachers stationed in the cycle, and SDO shall follow the performance cycle based on the prescribed school calendar for the year. The performance management shall follow timeline. Phase 1, performance planning and commitment. Phase 2, monitoring and coaching. Phase 3, review and evaluation. Phase 4, rewarding and development planning. So, dapat susundin dapat yung cycle na yan. Teacher shall use individual performance commitment and review form, IPCRF, that is specifically designed to capture teachers' performance in terms of
their achievement and demonstration and professional standards, as well as the core and leadership competencies. Ayan. So the performance management evaluation of teachers shall follow annual annually the timeline provided below. Ayan po, yung timeline, yung binasa natin kanina sa phase 1. So dapat na isasagawa po yan ni rater kay ratees. Sa phase 2, same thing. Ganun din sa phase 3 and phase 4. So proceed. Oops. Procedure. Phase 1, hindi ko na siguro to babanggitin kasi pares na naman yung proseso. Ang ano lang dito, dapat maisagawa. Okay? Phase 1 sets an initial stage of performance management cycle, professional standards and competencies alignment, professional standards VST. Okay? So ito yung mga career stage for teachers positions. Teacher 1 to 3 beginning towards proficient. Teacher 4 to 7 proficient. So ang 3 ngayon is beginning towards proficient na. Ang proficient ay teacher 4 to 7. Si teacher 1 to 3 beginning towards proficient na. Si master teacher 1 and 2 highly proficient. Si teacher 3 to 5 distinguished. Teacher who are under beginning towards proficients category are expected to have gained the qualification recognized for entry into profession but are able to demonstrate some but not all competencies that are expected from a proficient teacher. They have strong understanding of the subject areas in which they are trained in terms of content knowledge and pedagogy, possess requisite knowledge, skills, and values that supports the teaching and learning process. So, bumaba yung value natin dito. The following teacher's position shall be under beginning towards proficient. Yun nga yung teacher 1 to 3. So, career stage 1. Tama. Career stage 1. Teacher who are classified as proficient teachers or career stage 2 are those who are professionally independent in the application of skills vital to teaching and learning process. They provide focused teaching programs that meet curriculum and assessment requirements. They display skills in planning. Okay. So teacher 4 to, ano yan? Teacher 4 to 7. Ayan, no? The following teachers' position shall be under proficient teachers. Teacher 4 to 7. So, master teacher, highly proficient, yung master teacher 1 and 2. And then, distinguished naman, yung master teacher 3 to 5. Wow, ano ba yung pag-distinguish ka na? Sabi dyan, pag master teachers 3 to 5, distinguished teacher ka na, nandun ka na sa career stage 4, you are embody the highest standard for teaching grounded in global best practice. O, meron ka ba niyan? They exhibit exceptional capacity to improve their own teaching practice and that of others. They are recognized as leaders in education, contributors to the professional or to the professions, an initiator of collaborations and partnerships. They create lifelong impact in the lives of colleagues, students, and others. Grabe talaga. They consistently seek professional advancement and relevance in pursuit of teaching quality and excellence. Exhibit commitment to inspire the education community and stakeholders for the improvement of education provision of the Philippines. So, distinguish. Kaya nga distinguish eh. So, for each school year, there shall be total of 14 PPS indicators. Part 1, professional standard, composed of classroom observable and non-classroom observable indicators. So, dito natin alamin ilang indicators dapat na COI per CO, classroom observation. So, sabi po dyan, for purposes of PMES, teachers belong to beginning towards proficient and proficient teacher category shall adopt the indicators under career stage 2. So, yung indicators sa career stage 2 and stage 1 parehas lang. However, in the classroom observation, beginning towards proficient teachers shall be rated based on levels 2 to 6 rubrics, while proficient teachers remain to be level 3 to 7. So, ito yung teacher 1 to 3, beginning towards proficient, ang i-rate sa kanila is levels 2 to 6 rubric. Yung teacher 4 to 7, levels 3 to 7. Pero pares sila ng COT tool. Magkaiba lang sila ng rubric. Table 3 provides a list of PPS indicator for teachers under beginning towards proficient and proficient teachers. So ito po yung mga indicators for beginning and proficient teachers. For school year 2025-2026, for classroom observable indicators, dapat 1.1.2, 1.4.2, 1.5.2, 2.3.2, 2.6.2, 3.1.2, 4.1.2. And then 4.5.2, 5.1.2. Ilan ba yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nga. 9 yung indicators kasi 4.5.2 at saka 5.1.2. COI at saka NCOI. Tapos ito naman yung mga susunod pang taon. Okay? Table 4 provides a list of PPST indicators for teachers under highly proficient. Ito naman yung sa Master Teachers 1 and 2. Yan. Ito naman yung sa Master Teachers 3 to 5. Distinguish. Mga bigating teacher na yan. So, ano yung mga core competencies as expected of all employees, including teachers in DepEd? The demonstration of core competencies shall assess ang Core Republic Act number 6713, otherwise known as Code of Conduct of Ethical Standards Public Officials and Employees. So, self-management, professionalism and ethics, results-focused, teamwork, service orientation, gender sensitivity. Okay. In terms of leadership competencies, teachers with supervisory functions such as master teachers and department heads expected to demonstrate leadership competencies shall assess in relation to their function roles. This competence reflects the ability to lead teams, make strategic decisions, inspire, and motivate other manage resources effectively, leadership and people development, and people performance management. Okay? So, siyam nga na indicators sa classroom observable indicators ang dapat maipakita sa CO1 and CO2. So, yan, hindi ko nababasahin po yan. So, by phase pa rin kasi to. Ayan, full period classroom observation. Teachers shall be required to undergo two full period classroom observation. The first full period classroom observation shall be conducted anytime during first and second quarter. Matatapos na po yung second quarter, kaya dapat magpa-CO ka na. While the second full period classroom observation takes place at any time during third and fourth quarter, be agreed upon by the rater and the ratee. Subject to items 4. Okay. Malinaw po yan. Very good. Table 7, 8, 9 provides a schedule of distribution of identified COIs that shall be observed for beginning towards proficient, highly proficient. So, itong 7, schedule distribution of PPST COI for beginning towards proficient teachers. Ito yung mga teachers 1 to 3. So, ibig sabihin, yung siyam, ayan o, hinati. First, CO, dapat 1.1.2, 1.4.2, 1.5.2, 2.3.2 sa first classroom observation. And then, sa second classroom observation, 1.1.2, 1.4.2, 1.5.2, 2.6.2. May kadugtong ba yan? Ay, ito pa pala. 6. So, 6 dapat pala yung distribution. Totoo naman, merong 9 indicators sa COI per CO, pero distributed pala. Base dito sa table 7. So, sa first CO, 1.1.2, 1.4.2, 1.5.2, 2.3.2, 3.1.2, and 4.1.2. Sa second, 1.1.1.2, 1.4.2, 1.5.2, 2.6.2. Yan. Ito naman yung sa teacher 3, ay teacher 4 to 7. Ito naman yung sa master teacher. Ito yung sa master teacher. Distinguished master teacher 3 to 5. The rubrics applied in evaluating teaching performance are differentiated according to position and career stage follows. 2 to 6. Teacher 1 to 3 beginning towards proficient levels 2 to 6. Yung kanyang COT rubric level. Teacher 4 to 7, level 3 to 7. Master teacher 1 to 3, 4 to 8. Teacher 4 to 5, 5 to 9. The ratee and rater shall agree on the schedule of classroom observation. The schedule must be set at least 3 working days before the classroom observation. In case of unforeseen circumstances, the fortuitous events that are beyond the control of the school, such as natural or man-made calamities, disaster, lockdown, concerned school may be allowed to deviate from prescribed timeline. Okay? The default mode of classroom observation shall be in person, face-to-face observation. In case of any national or local pronouncement that may affect the operation of the Saan na? So, dun lang. Pero pag hindi, face-to-face talaga. Okay, maliwanag po yan. Magkakaroon pa rin ng pre-observation conference bago magkaroon ng CO. And then, magka-submit si Rati ng lesson plan day before the sa schedule of classroom observation. And then, actual observation. During the actual classroom observation, the ratee shall deliver lesson for the purpose of rating and performance. The rater shall adhere to the following protocol. Use observation notes form. Sit on available chair. For multiple observers, they shall avoid engaging in any form of discussion. Avoid giving any feedback on the teacher performance, which may include using any facial expression. Thank the teacher and leave the room immediately. Ratees under highly proficient, distinguished career stage shall be observed by at least one. Okay. Post-observation, individual rating, the raters observe rate performance of teacher using COT. Complete accomplishment and annotation of documents for rating NCOI demonstration. The ratee shall consistently demonstrate achievement of non-classroom observable indicators throughout the school year. Ratees are expected to promptly show or provide evidence, documentation, and demonstration achieved by the object. Okay. Ayan yung computation, COT score, rating. Okay. So, 1 to 6 lang. So, nandito na rin yung IPCRF. The aforementioned tool may also be accessed through this link. The QR code below, which can be accessed using official DepEd email address, example in case of, okay. This memorandum shall be effective for the school year 2025 hanggang 2028. That's all. So nakita po natin ilang indicators dapat may siyam pero hinati per CO. So yun lang, maraming salamat. Sana nakatulong at kung gusto nyo pang mas maliwanagan, pwede nyo pong balikan yung DepEd Memorandum number 89 Series of 2025. Ako ni-review ko lang para magkaroon lang din ako ng linaw bago magpaski. Okay? Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat. Happy learning everyone.